Welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host. We're going on a quest for truth together. Hello, friends. Welcome to the program. And let's see. Let's go over to the chat here. My friend Johnny will be joining us shortly. Okay. So, but we got a little bit of time to say hey to everybody. So let's find out. Well, look at that, Mud Rabbit. Hello there, Mud Rabbit. And hello there, Catherine Weiss. La 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 la. Let's see, who else do we got here? Well, there's a lot of Mud Rabbit and everybody else. Let's see. Catherine Weiss. And Peggy Dancer. Welcome to the program, Peggy Dancer. And there we go. And everybody else who happens along, thank you for stopping on by. Just to be a little bit lower than that. All righty then. I hope you're all having a great Friday night. It's the weekend. Well, it's kind of close to the weekend. Friday night and everything's right for the weekend. Crazy clothes and anything goes for the weekend. Yeah, it's the weekend, baby. Here we are, spending a little time together. Isn't this lovely? Boy, there's a whole lot going on in the world today, isn't there? Man alive. Yeah. You always know it's a distraction when they bring up charges that aren't quite as really super important, and I don't know, this Bunter Hayden thing with his something was leaked from the grand jury, which it shouldn't leak anyway. It's like, okay, it was leaked for what reason? So we have to like think backwards all the time with these characters. It's so nice when we have regular news again. We can just trust that the news is going to be cool. Glad that you're here too. Thank you very much, Peggy. That's very nice to say. Trump truly is the Teflon Don. Yes. It's so weird that Trump and the Biden side, like the Trump side's getting investigated and pursued and, lawfared to death. Whereas the Bidens are like, yeah, let's sweep this one under the rug for a while. Let's sweep that one under the rug. Ooh, the rug's getting pretty lumpy. We're sweeping a lot under the rug here. This Biden rug, it's getting kind of lumpy. It's pretty lumpy. Hard to walk across. Eventually, gonna have to straighten it all out. And I'm sorry, but it's gonna take more than just some tax things and his gun charge. Whereas lying on a gun application, which could get up to 10 years. You think he's going to get 10 years? His daddy's going to pardon him. Hello? As soon as he's charged, boom, he's pardoned. Don't you think? You think that Joe Biden's going to let the smartest guy he knows not get pardoned? That's the smartest guy he knows. I guess he knows he can do whatever he wants because daddy will bail him out. That's pretty smart, I guess. If you're thinking that way, maybe that's all the kind of smarts he can do. But yeah, it truly is a Teflon Don. Well, Let's see what we have here. All right. Oh, I saw this earlier, and this was very cool. Check this out. Il Donaldo Trumpo. They got, Trump with a mustache. Soon, Donald J. Trump, at real Donald Trump. Mean tweets are back, baby. Yeah. Ho-ho. Yes. That's going to be good. Tony Bobulinski. Tony Bobulinski should be Man of the Year. Did you see his interview with Tucker Carlson? Did you see what Tucker said? He said, we had you on before. We had you on again, and we had to double check your story. And of course, we're having you back on again. And he goes, we have other people back on again, but usually they want something. But that's not this case. You don't want anything. You just want the word out. It's like, wow. You could tell Tucker was really impressed by that. I guess kind of like the same way Trump didn't take a salary, which I think was equally as for the people-ish. You know what I'm saying? Truly is just being there to do the best he can for the people. Not everybody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Okay. Hello, Pixie Dusted. Welcome to the program. Good to see you here, Pixie Dusted. Now that we're all dusted off with pixie dust. Yeah, Pixie Dusted. I like that. Pixie Dusted. All right. I thought that was good. Yeah, it looks like that might actually happen, right? Something's bubbling, you don't know if it's going to go or not still, but it's bubbling. It's bubbling. It sure is, yes. Yes, indeedy. Bubbling right up. Just like 7-Up. Remember back in the old days? Well, I remember back in the old days. When you were sick, drink some 7-Up. Oh, okay. Drink some 7-Up. Turns out the old 7-Up had some kind of drugs in it or something, I think, didn't it? I can't remember something. I think I remember seeing something like that. People give electric cars a bad rap. You noticed that lately? People have been 7-Up or ginger ale, yeah. People have been, dissing on electric cars for obvious reasons. I like the idea of electric cars, but the top should be a giant solar panel, like a very efficient solar panel, so you never have to plug it in. Hello? Cars operate outside where sunlight is, at least during the daytime. Only driving during the daytime. But here's something interesting. So 95%. So here's a good thing about electric cars. 95% of electric vehicles are still on the road. The remaining 5% made it all the way home. Oh, yeah. Catch ya. I catch you with that one. Yeah, those people aren't evacuating in a storm. Yeah. Oh, Mud Rabbit. I think Mud Rabbit's starting to know me. She can tell when I'm building up to something. Probably because it's like I'm building up to something. Well, so look to Mud Rabbit for a cue when to either roll your eyes or or crack up, okay? Or roll your eyes and crack up. That would be even better. Oh, Peggy Dancer's got it here. Yes, lithium in 7-Up and real Coke in Coke. I heard, yes, Coke. I heard about that. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that weird? Lithium in 7-Up? I wonder when they stopped putting lithium in, because every time I was sick, they fed me that stuff. Oh, you've seen the memes of stranded EVs? Yes. There's that one electric vehicle that his license plate says gas, ew. And there he is at the gas station getting gas cans full of gas to run his generator. Because he's the problem. Here's the problem. It's not that there isn't enough sunlight coming to the earth. It's just that the solar panels are so inefficient. It's unbelievable how inefficient they are. It's just, hey, operation shutdown. Yes, he's rolling his eyes because the outrageous is contagious. Yes, we're just on Range of Strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. And we're looking forward to my buddy Johnny coming on to the show here. John Burnett. He went to the same high school I went to, Mound Westonka High School in Mound, Minnesota. Named Mound after all of the Indian burial mounds. Lots of Indian burial mounds. Our house was right on top of one of them. We were in the Highlands in Mound, on top of a big hill right across the street from their sacred lake, Lake Minnetonka. There you go. That's it. Was our grandparents. Yeah, they had, I guess, a third of all vehicles back in the 1800s were electric. I think, and almost up to half at one point. But like the Baker Electric, have you seen that? That's a pretty cool car. It was from the early 1900s, I believe. And they had 15,000 of them in New York. And Jay Leno has one in his garage. He drove it somewhere, and the dude said, hey, this lady, she comes here once a week to get her hair done in her Baker. She's been driving it since way back when. And she just passed away. He just missed her. So it's a very cool car, but it's weird because the driver is in the back seat, and there's a seat in front of the driver, and someone could be looking right at the driver. So, but it was just meant for like in town, hopping around. The Baker Electric. Check it out. Check it out. Everybody's saying hi to our favorite shutdown operator, Operation Shutdown. It's just such a cool sounding name, I gotta say. Operation Shutdown has a nice ring to it. Okay, I'm not going to try and say that. Oh, Mercurochrome. I remember that stuff, it was red. We used hydrogen peroxide a lot. That was our little go-to, hydrogen peroxide. Yeah. But you know what would be neat is to have the seat of your electric car, have it so you can like hit a lever, take it out, bring it into your apartment, to your house, and then swing out a few levers on it, and it becomes like an exercise thing. You can exercise on it. Then it generates power in the little capacitor below it or whatever, and then you just put it back in the car. Now you got electricity. There you go. No need to go to the gym anymore. So there you go. How do you like that? Acethamycin. Hello, Cookie Miller. Welcome to the program. The iodine, yeah. Mercurochrome. I didn't like that stuff. We went for the hydrogen peroxide mostly, and the topical stuff. Hello, War Angel. Icamycin. Hello, Patriots. Hello. Good to see you here. Oh, you know what? I forgot about the music. We can play some of that while we're waiting for our guest to come. La 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 la. What was the good one? Feeding the Ducks was not good. I think this one was good. Night Driving. I'll turn it down a bit. There we go. Just something in the background for you all, for your listening pleasure. And it's on loop, so it's not going to stop all of a sudden. That's nice. And we can jam. And I hope that Johnny is going to be bringing some musical things to play for us. We'll see if he does. That would be cool. Oh. Yeah. I hope you're all having a great weekend. Start to your weekend. I gotta share this out to Truth Social. I totally forgot. Oh my. We are live. Here we go. There, truthed it on out, baby. Oh yeah. Thank you, Cookie Miller. Yes, hello to the lurkers. Let me check the lurker app. Oh my. Over there too. Wow, both banks are full of lurkers. We've never had two full banks. Has anybody else tried the lurker app where you can actually see the lurkers? It's pretty cool. Because when you see the count, the live count, it's way more than that. I can attest to that because of the lurker app. So I highly recommend it. It's available nowhere. I don't think it's available anywhere. I think I got it in the 7th dimension, I think. Yeah. Did I mention that? 7th dimension? Could have been the 8th. I get those two mixed up. There's no Velcro in the 8th dimension, just to warn you. So make sure you get enough of it now. Enough of that Velcro. Yeah, that's good stuff. Very good stuff. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Got it from the Octurians on a planetary flyby. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, we had our galactic thumb out. We were hitchhiking. All you gotta do is stick out your galactic thumb. Be careful. You can't just get in any ride that stops by. One time, back in the day, I was hitchhiking. I don't advise that nowadays, but I hitchhiked when I was younger. because that was a way to get around. It just was a way to get around. I mean, we didn't worry about getting hurt or anything like that. That never came into our heads, you know? Hello, Becky. Lurker app, Velcro. Yes. Yeah. The Lurker app is kept on there by the Velcro. Yeah. And we did not get Velcro from the aliens. I don't care how many people say that. It's not true. I don't believe it. Not for a minute. Not for a minute. I saw this today, and I don't know if this is true. I didn't really dig on it. It's just a meme, and it's not really the word content of the meme or the pictures. It's just the colors of it. I want to show it to you. So if there's anything, I can't really read it here. So whatever it says, I'm just posting this because of the colors and the design elements of said meme. Okay, for anyone who's wondering. So here it is. Not sure what it says. Oh yeah, I like that blue along the top there. It catches your attention, gives you pertinent information, possibly, if it's true, something to look into, I'd say. Something interesting to look into, but nice looking meme. And yeah, might teach a lesson or two. So that was that color blue, very close to the blue used by Facebook, don't you think? As design element. Sometimes I just show memes because of design elements. Okay, there you go. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. Sticking with it, baby. That's right. Here's something. See, this might be what they're deflecting from with this Hunter Biden, these very small charges, the smallest charges they could find in the gigantic mountain of irrefutable evidence of fraud after fraud after fraud after money laundering, selling the country out, treasonous stuff, and definitely compromised the highest office of the country. So yeah, look at that. Help secure funds. Interesting. Boy, he's an industrious young man, isn't he? Not enough that he's a fabulous straw artist, where he just blows through a straw, which is very difficult for him because he's usually used to sucking through a straw, but not with his mouth. There you go. I don't know, man. He just looks like a slime bucket, doesn't he? Hello, Dark Brain. Welcome to the program, buddy. Awesome. That's what they're deflecting from, folks. That's my opinion. Yes, the laptop from HE Double Toothpicks. That's right. Oh, really? Well, that certainly wasn't the intention. Oh, your chat's acting all weird? Hi, Dark Brain from Catherine Weiss. Yeah, Hunter, man. It's been going on. The investigations have been going for 4 years. They've been shoveling it under the rug, not just sweeping it, shoveling it. Hey, bring the bulldozer in. We got to sweep some more stuff under the rug for Joe Biden's son again. Someone just brought us a whole bunch more evidence. What are we going to do with it? Shovel it under the rug, buddy. That's it. Unbelievable. Hey, Master Builder. Welcome to the program. Master Builder. That's a good name. Yeah. Alrighty then. So that's that. Something else, man. Crazy world we're living in. Hard to keep your wits about you. Everyone going crazy. Going crazy. Going crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yep. Here's another thing that's very annoying. Look at that little prick. He's like not a good guy. Look at him. He looks evil. Is it just me? Does he look evil to anybody else? He looks evil. Oh, he doesn't want peace. He's evil. People who don't want peace are evil. Hello? Is anybody noticing this? He wants to wipe out Russia. Good luck with that. Yes, he's a demon. I agree, War Angel. That's right. Yeah. Won't join if there's going to be peace. Why the heck would we want peace? We're making billions on this war thing. All I got to do is show up in my t-shirt and ask for more money. Only a third of it ever gets there, and what does get there doesn't go anywhere but into the pockets of the fat cats. It's and back to the Nancy Pelosi's of the world. 10% for the big guy. It's all just, it's unbelievable, really. Hard to believe. It's, I tell you what, when I was a kid, growing up, learning about how great of a country this is, I never would have guessed this would ever happen. Never in a million years would have thought this would ever happen. And they would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't have been for that pandemic, when everyone saw what their kids were learning in school, not what they were learning when they were kids. Yeah. Aaron, I noticed evil too much. It doesn't feel like home anymore. Yeah, we have to like create little bubbles of joy around ourselves and try to spread that around everybody. And you know, tell dad jokes. Do funny things. Try to have fun. There's no fallout yet. Let's enjoy the going outside and being able to breathe the air. Let's enjoy that. Yeah. And let's all pray that that doesn't happen. Because I think that, like him or hate him, I think Vladimir Putin has a very measured head about him. He's not flying off on any handles. So, and I also say that I would also imagine that any launch of any dangerous thing that has devastating effects on all life, if that should happen, I really wouldn't necessarily believe that it was from the country that starts with the big R. I would think that it would be the deep state setting them up, because that's actually, if you read the WikiLeaks cables, the Hillary Clinton WikiLeaks cables, where they, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember back a long time ago, it was dug up that they were planning some nasty stuff. I mean, they were basically, the U.S. government was setting up a deal with China to engage in a limited nuclear war with us, where they drop 1 or 2 or 3 in our large population areas. And they would use a warhead that was manufactured from skimmed off material from the uranium-1 deals, so that it would have that signature, so they could blame it on the country that starts with a big R. I think WikiLeaks found that. That's probably why he's still in prison. Because the deep state, their tentacles go deep. They don't call it deep state for nothing. They're not the kind of people you'd want for a neighbor. Hey, hello, Jacob Waters. He snuck in. I didn't see him. Hey, buddy, welcome to the program. Yeah. Boy, I thought, well, after everyone realizes this mask thing is just but boy, they really sure are pushing it. And now, did you hear they're thinking about putting this RMNA stuff into cattle, so they can get the people who didn't get the thing? Wow. Better get used to. Start watching what the bunnies are eating, because that's what I'm going to be eating pretty soon. What the bunnies are eating. Okay, they ate that and lived. I'll try that. Yeah, happy Friday. I like that. Yes, I think they're going to make it mandatory for all of them. Oh, because the cows are going to catch. I knew what that's going to do. It's going to cause a big, like you said, the big die-off and a big scare, and that's going to affect beef sales and the whole beef industry. Oh, we got these nice juicy crickets we'll sell you. Tastes just like beef. I don't think so. I got a cricket leg stuck in my teeth. No. I mean, I'm sure ancient man ate bugs, because let's face it, our first instinct is to swat them. What's the next logical step? Eat it. But it's just that we're just not hungry enough yet to eat that stuff. They do train you, like in the Air Force. They take you out in the woods and you have to survive. You have to eat bugs to survive. They make you. I mean, it's part of the training. Because your plane gets crashed somewhere. You're in the middle of nowhere. You have to survive. And when you're surviving, you gotta, you might not come across the things you eat every day in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Might have to eat some substitutes, Yeah. Who knows what you would eat? I do know that the leaves of dandelions are edible. could eat those. I think the whole root is edible too. It has a lot of vitamins in it. I don't know what it tastes like though. You could season them with the seeds. Just pull it out and there you go. There's my seasoning. There you go. Follow me for more survival tips. I do know one survival tip that's pretty good, and it's a good one to keep in mind. And that's for anyone who lives near like desert. So if you're ever in the desert and you're real hungry, I might have said this before. In the desert, real hungry, don't have any food, you just eat the sandwiches there. Yeah, eat the sandwiches there. Lamb's quarters. Isn't that the room they sleep in? Ba-doom-pa. The lamb's quarters. Yeah, you better change the sheets in the lamb's quarters. So we're looking forward to my buddy Johnny calling in. So he just got his hard drive back, and so he's all working on that. So he'll be with us shortly. And it's a survival weed. It's a survival weed. Is that dandelions? Yeah, I believe that it is. Yeah, you can survive with that. Eat the root and everything. You can eat I think you can eat the flowers, right? Not when they're seeds, though. Maybe not. You might have to crisp them up a bit. Oh, Aaron, where does 007 keep his money? Gee, I don't know. I don't know, Jacob. Where? Bonds, stocks, and bonds. Bonds, stocks, and bonds. I got you. Very good. Nutrition, lamb's quarters. I know, I was just making a joke. Oh, lamb's quarters is a... Yeah, oh, I got a lamb, an animal. Pigweed. Okay, I guess I have to get a survival book and learn all this lingo. I think it's an important thing to learn because you don't want to eat something that's going to make you sick, right? You know, I don't eat anymore, folks. I don't eat frozen pizza anymore. I used to eat it all the time, but I just cannot eat frozen pizza anymore because my teeth just get so cold. So you might not want to eat frozen pizza if you have cold sensitive teeth. Any frozen food. Why do people eat that frozen food? I don't know. You tell me. Oh, favorite Bond actor? I think it had to be Sean Connery. Wasn't he the first one? Or was he the second one? Oh, Mud Rabbit's doubling the Sean Connery. Hey, Sopranos fan. 11. Oh, he's the second one. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. Connery, Sean Connery. Here's a quiz for you, folks. In the chat, who was your favorite Batman? wonder who. Here's my vote. Adam West, the one and only, in my opinion. Michael Keaton, I think he was too short. But he was good. But I don't know. I didn't like him as Bruce Wayne. No one can come close to Adam West. He didn't need plastic muscles. That was all real West. And he didn't have to, he never had to say, I'm Batman. Because when he walked into a room, everybody knew who he was. Oh, I still love that, man. Agreed, West. Yeah. Peggy Dancer says Adam West, too. Madpo, West. Hello, Madpo. Or Angel. LOL. You know, and humor-wise, definitely Adam West. He's the first one to put humor into that role. And he did it very well. Like the way he said, "To that cave, Robin. We haven't a moment to lose." He takes his time. He says it really quick and then takes his time with the second part. Hilarious. Funny. Just small little details. Like when there were some criminals, they were gonna run after the criminals, and Robin starts running across the street. Batman goes, Adam West, "Robin, that's not a crosswalk." "Oh, gosh, you're right, Batman." He went to the crosswalk. But I think they still got the guy. So there you go. You can obey the rules of the road and still catch the bad guy. Yes. Yes, I will agree with you there, Matt Poe. No one but Adam West played it tongue-in-cheek. All the others took it way too seriously. Yes. Yeah, they took it way too seriously. I'm telling you. Hey, mods. We got great mods here. They modulate so awesomely. They are the modulators. Always modulating. Doing an awesome job. Making us proud. And here is a picture. I tried finding, you know what? I tried finding a picture of Johnny. And last year I had a picture of Johnny. It was from my wedding. He was my best man. But I never had the pictures from my wedding. But my daughter had a copy of some of them. So she lent it to me. I made copies. I scanned them into my other computer that died. And now they're all gone, which really sucks. But so here is a picture that Johnny sent to me. And it's actually a picture of him, our mutual friend, Ray. That's the tall guy in the back. And that's Johnny's brother right there with the tank top. And that's Johnny with the blue shirt. So let me see. What year would this have been? Gosh, I don't know. Sometime in the 80s, I would imagine. But yeah, Ray was 6'8", and he did not play basketball. Yeah, they did. They took the camp out of it and they went creepy. Yeah, I never liked that. They went dark. And, you know, a crime fighter is doing good. Not doing things because they're brooding. I don't know. Bless me. I'm going to go grab my jacket. Excuse me for a second. It's right over here. It's getting a little chilly. It's going to get down to 30 degrees tonight. 30 degrees here. And I can tell you, global warming isn't happening. Not up here in Wisconsin. That's New Hampshire, for damn sure. Bless your socks off, Aaron. Well, thank you, Cookie Miller. Yes. Oh, Ray. That's my friend and Ray's and Johnny's friend, Raymond Kramer. And Raymond Kramer III, Raymond August Kramer. He went to school with us back in Minnesota at Mound Westonka High School. Mound Westonka. The same place where the guy, what's his name? The guy who played, what's his name? Hercules. What was his name? He did the modern kind of a hip version of him. But he graduated with my brother. What was his name? Help me out in the chat here. He's a conservative too. He does good posts. So anyway, so Ray was an artist. He passed away in 2019, sadly. He graduated with me in 1980. Kevin Sorbo, yes, that's it. And Mad Poke had it too. Yes, Kevin Sorbo, yeah. He went to school with my brother, and I asked my brother, I said, did you remember him? He goes, yeah, I remember him. So what do you remember about him? He goes, he's a skinny guy. Just a skinny guy. Just a skinny guy. I guess he had to, really bulk up to get the muscle, the muscle mass. But he's a cool guy. He's from Mound too. Yeah, Mound Westonka. He graduated there in 78. I graduated in 80. So Ray was an incredible artist. He was a visual artist and an audio artist. So he was a songwriter. And in fact, maybe I could play one of his songs for you, although maybe we'll wait till Johnny comes for that, because I think he's got like a louder version of it, of those things. I do have some music that Ray did without Johnny, but the songs that Johnny and Ray did together were really awesome. And hopefully when Johnny joins us, he's going to show us those tracks. One of them is called Nothing. It's a great song. Ray wrote it. Johnny did the music. It's called Nothing. And another song they did back then, same vein. They could be flip sides of the same single. Say What You Mean. And so this was in the 80s. And it's really fresh 80s sounding music. Kind of like Pet Shop Boys, Culture Club, and a couple others mixed together. Very cool sound with a little bit of Minneapolis sound stuck in there because Prince. Yeah. In fact, Ray, the tall guy there in the middle, blonde guy, from his mom was from Iceland. Yona, great gal. His mother's from Iceland. And yeah. So what happened was, you asked who Ray was. I met Ray, I think it was in 7th grade. He was new to the area. His dad was from Mound. His dad went to Mound High School, but he had been living in Iceland where he got married, and they came back to Mound. And so Ray came mid-year, and in walks this tall blonde kid from Iceland. And it was pretty cool. He was a cool guy. And I was always drawing, and he was also drawing. And so when we found out that each other of us drew, I said, hey, check this out. I opened up my folder, and I had like 8.5 by 11 piece of paper with a portrait of Dr. Zaius from Planet of the Apes. And he opens up his book, and he had a picture of one of the apes from Planet of the Apes 2, like one of the warriors. And his style was completely different, very unique and awesome. And so we just became friends, like creative friends right there. Well, thanks for stopping by, Master Builder. A truck to unload. Wow. Oh, so does that mean you get to use a dolly? Because I envy all those guys who get to spend all day with those nice looking dollies. Yeah. That's my dolly joke. Well, I hope that you have a good time emptying out the truck, your load, and but you know what? Master Builder, there's a song that Ray wrote called 18 Wheels and an Open Road. Would you like to hear that? Maybe I could play that. Well, I hope it doesn't crash my computer. I'm going to see if I can play that. I think that'd be fun. All right, I'm going to turn off the music. Now, he's kind of like, try not to focus too much on his voice. Think about the words. It's a greatly written song. All right. So we got rid of that. Okay, now we got to open up this. Here it is, 18 Wheels and an Open Road by Ray Kramer. Greg Sletton on guitar and doing the music for it. So here it is, 18 Wheels and an Open Road. This might be the first time it's ever been played anywhere. You heard it here first. Check it out. So many miles till I drop my load. 18 wheels and an open road. Highway trucking makes you think of nothing but getting to your next stop, time to spare. Let's stop honey, trying to make the money. The most of the time is too tired to care. Way in station, about to lose my patience, watching me get a new gray. 18 wheels and an open road. Where I hang my hat is on. So many miles till I drop my load. 18 wheels and an open road.
in with diesel and the hot meal. Then she was so hot, I do declare. Rockstar breakfast like they got injected. UAP, for medium rare. Said, hey, lover, now you got my number. Call me up sometime if you're there. 18 wheels and an open road. Where I hang my head is home. So many miles till I drop my door. 18 wheels and an open road. Truck stop later trying to make a statement. I went across the middle. Business is hopping, man, to keep it popping. I'm putting on a little dinner show. Switching and smiling, driving and wild. To be rich on tips before you know.
Yeah. Oops, I better stop it or it's gonna play again. Well, what did you think of that? I see that Peggy Dancer liked it and a few other people liked it too. Yeah, it's a nicely written tune, I gotta say. Now, the songs he did in the 80s, he had a different vocal style, and it's very, very cool. Very cool. Was Ray a trucker? No. Ray was not a trucker. He was in the service. He was a cook in the service. He really was kind of the jack of all trades. He was a great artist. Let me just show you some of the art that he did. This is something he did for me for a concept, these characters. So since it's top secret, I can't show it to you very long, but that's what he did. And it's very cool. He did a great job. And yeah, very basic sounding song. Yes. Yeah. You know what's really sad, folks, is Ray never got to meet his daughter. And I said to him once, I said, Ray, have you met your daughter yet? He goes, no, I haven't met her yet. My ex is keeping her away from me. I said, well, you gotta try. I mean, maybe you can try. He goes, no, I'm just gonna get famous, and then she'll know who I am, and then you know she'll know me, and then I'll meet her. And then he just passed away a couple of years ago, so he never got to meet his daughter. His daughter's getting married, and you know, so I was talking to Johnny, and we're thinking about putting out a little some kind of a release with some of Ray's songs on it, and have it so Ray's daughter is the recipient of the any money that it gets. So that way he could, in a sense, be famous and almost meet her. It's just sad and tragic that he never got to meet his daughter. That's just very sad. I was blessed to be able to spend a lot of time with both my kids, and I think that that's the way it needs to be. And I feel bad for anyone that doesn't have that. So yeah, we're waiting for Johnny to call in. I wonder if I should call him. You think I should? Hello, BBP Demand. Yeah, let me see. Well, thank you, Peggy Dancer. We haven't done anything yet. We're just talking about doing it. Hopefully we can do it. Hopefully it'll work out. And once someone has passed away, I just don't know how that all works. So we have to figure all this out. So there we go. We're back to our music, our background jamming music. Thank you, Mud Rabbit and Catherine. Give Johnny a holler. Yeah, I'll text him. All right, message sent. Do you? Or okay, 2 little quick messages. We'll see what he says. I know he's right in the middle of something. He's probably getting stuff ready for the show. That's what he's doing. So I don't want to bug him too much. But he may be watching. Hey, Johnny. We're patiently waiting. Maybe some people are a little anxious, but that's okay. We're always excited to have a guest on here. And if you have any suggestions of people to have on the show here, let me know, and I'll try to get them on. Yes, old songs live longer than we do. They weave into the spirit, yes. The last song on the last CD that Ray did, because last time I was with him, he said, last time I saw him a few years ago, he goes, Aaron, I don't think I'm going to be a pop star. I'm too old. I'm too old to be a rock star. He goes, but maybe I'm not old. Maybe I'm not too old to be a country star. So he started writing these country songs. And that's where that 18 Wheels and Open Road came from. He wanted to create this persona that he called Rex Tyler. That was going to be his stage name as a country and Western songwriter slash performer, possibly, but maybe just songwriter because he was a good songwriter. I know the same people you know. Okay. Well, that's amazing. That is amazing. I had the great pleasure of seeing my grandson today and my daughter. We were for a short little visit, and they're moving out of town, so it's going to be a lot longer of a drive to go see them in the not too distant future. So got to see them when you can, as often as you can. So here's little Evan. I hope it's okay that I show this. Look at him. And she says that he doesn't really snuggle very much, but he was snuggling with me, so that was very nice. He's so funny. He doesn't quite crawl yet, but he can flip over. He rolls over and he does like the helicopter, and he works his way across the room somehow. Like a little worm. Ooh. And so he's a cool guy, and he's really interested in things. Like, he doesn't look at things, just be amazed at them for forever. Oh no, that's he's a lot like his dad, Chuck, and a lot like his mom too, Alicia, my daughter Alicia. And maybe that's how you found me. Yeah, it could be BBP. So that's little Evan. They were calling him Evman for short, or for long, I guess. Look at that little guy. So cute. Oh, and for all the people who come and watch the show live here, if you come and watch the show live, just a forewarning, some people do come here and watch the show live. That's cool, but I had to put the sign out front because there was, a little bit of confusion. So here we go. Here's the sign. What do you think? Remember what the valet who parked your car looks like, because we do not have valet parking. Yeah. Yeah. We don't have valet parking. Yeah, you got to put signage out every once in a while. Yeah, I think that all of our friends that lost their YouTube channels are going to get them back, because it's starting to swing the other way, don't you think? I mean, remember, how many years ago did Trump say we caught them all? We caught them all. You got to know there's good guys behind the scenes making that happen. Of course, you got the bad guys trying to thwart it. So it's a back and forth. And if they would just televise it, it would be interesting. People would watch it. It would actually get some ratings, perhaps. Oh, yeah. Well, no word back yet from, it's 10:10 here. 10:10. There's someone who's named Tim 10:10. It's Radix's friend, 10:10. And, actually, BBP, we're waiting for my friend Johnny to come on. This, but there was a little bit of a mix-up. But so he's getting ready for the show tonight still. So yeah, otherwise I would have call-ins, but not on a night when I have a interview, unless the interviewer wants to take calls, the interviewee, I guess. So if it goes much later, I'm gonna give him a call and see how it's going. He didn't answer me on the text yet. Let me see. No. Oh, all good, brother. Thanks, buddy. Back to satellite dishes. That was my business from 84 to 92. Okay. Did you see that picture? Maybe you've seen it. There's a picture of like 4 or 5 cats all huddled on a dish on someone's roof. It's like their little warming dish. All we get are cat butts. That's all we can see. But yeah, you know how cats are. That's the thing. They didn't take cats into account with dishes. I think that they probably have to like angle them so that, or put some Teflon in there, some no stick stuff, so they slide right out. That might have to happen. Alrighty then. Remember the old days when you took chances? Remember that? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that air he caught there. Yeah. That's the way to do it. Lots of fun. Nothing like landing on concrete. I tell you, on my bicycle, it was just a regular old bicycle, but I jumped 8 garbage cans. They were laying down, but there were still 8 of them. I think I did kind of hit the last one. And then, of course, I wiped out because you can't really land very good on a bicycle. By the time you get over 8 garbage cans, you're not exactly going straight anymore. So that's what we did, though. Because, you know, when I was a kid, we looked up to people like Evel Knievel. He was like an amazing guy. Yeah, I did 8. That's right. They weren't standing up, though. They were like laying down. It was a hard landing, too, believe me. We had like another ramp to land on, but I don't think I hit the other ramp. I think it was. Yeah, it wasn't, probably wasn't worth it, but now at least I can talk about it. So I guess it was worth it. Looking back. I remember one time I went down Cherry Hill. That was a road on a dirt road, very steep dirt road on my paper route. And I went down it on my bike once because I thought I could go fast down there. Oh man, did I wipe out. Man. Now, my little brother got a big wheel, but I was already too big for big wheels. So I was always upset about that because I really would have loved to have a big wheel. But I think the front wheel slipped a lot because the weight isn't really on the front where your power is. So it's kind of a strange design. But yeah. It's amazing what young kids get to experience as toys these days. It's an amazing array of amazing toys. Oh, Madpoke. My brother took my steel Murray tricycle apart, switched the wheel with the handlebar, and invented the big wheel years before. Okay. Before you buy the cheap plastic kind. Oh, interesting. Maybe that's where the idea came from. Now, me and my brother, my big brother Mark, mostly him, we made upside down bikes out of bikes. Same thing. You know, you take the seat out, you turn it upside down, and you just do it. You have to like be on the steps to get on it. It's pretty tall up there. It was all about the fishtailing in a big wheel. Yeah. I'm surprised those plastic wheels didn't wear out quicker because you're on pavement and cement and that it's just plastic, blow molded plastic. Blow molded plastic is not, well, maybe it's rotary casted, rotational molding. If it's rotational molding, it's stronger. Maybe that's what it is. If it's rotationally molded. Rotational molding is, I think it's more expensive though. So it's probably blow molded, I would imagine. Nowadays, probably blow molded. In blow molding, what they do is from above, you have an extruder that extrudes a tube of plastic down. And it's hot plastic. It comes down, it's in a tube. And then you have two metal molds that have, you know, concave surfaces that will make the water jug or whatever you're going to make, like a gallon water jug that you get water, you buy water from, those plastic handled jugs, those are blow molded. So two pieces of metal clamp together and they insert a pin and they blow air into it and it puffs out and there you go. You got your blow molding. Look up blow molding. It's very interesting. I watched the blow molder for the Snoopy snow cone machine. So the Snoopy with the little square thing that you push the ice with, that was blow molded. Okay. A lot of things are blow molded. Different kind of molding for different types of things. Very interesting. My father was a tool maker, so I learned something from him about all that. They do make adult-sized big wheels. In fact, I saw just recently, Dark Brain, you could probably look this up. There's this suburb somewhere, this neighborhood, where all the guys, all the adult guys in the neighborhood bought one of these adult big wheels, and they go out riding like a gang on big wheels. Yeah, so it is a thing, and you're right, Dark Brain. It is popular, and yeah. Yeah, boy, life would be complete if I only had an adult big wheel and a Batmobile. Boy, would that be cool. But with a Batmobile, what do you need? You need the Bat costume. So if you're going to wear the Adam West costume, you got to get in shape. So now I got to get in shape. See, it's all a progressive thing, isn't it? There you go. It all starts with jumping your big wheel. dreaming big. Before you know it, get your own TV show on the intranet. How do you like that? Throws money at screen. Let me see if I can look that up. Okay. Okay. Images. Here we go. Let's check this out. Shall we now? Oh, yeah. Ask the intranet and you shall receive. There you go. Look at this one. Now, this one's a good one because you got more of your weight on the front wheel, not so much on the back wheel. It's not so low. Oh, look at this one. Yeah, look at that baby. Oh, lordy, look who's 40. Look at that thing. Man alive. Now, this one looks pretty cool. Look at that. That one looks like an injury waiting to happen, actually. Oh, the high roller. Wow. Look how many different companies there are. How many different versions. Whoa. The green machine. Remember the green machine? Look at that thing. Wow. See, this is what happens when kids have a toy when they're a kid and they grow up and go, oh, I want to make a big one. Oh, let's start a company. All right. That's what you do. That's what's great about America. America. Whoa. A motorized one. There you go. Whoa. But you know what? If you had that or any of these, I would get yourself one of those big, tall, fluorescent orange flags that kids put on their bikes, so people can see you. Because you're so low slung, you might want to have some kind of, or just train a drone to be always above you flashing lights and they can show you off that way. That would be cool. Yeah, well, these are neat. I mean, there's so many of them, it would take you weeks just to decide which one you wanted. I'm rich. Cracking up. This is what happens when boys grow up. They don't really grow up. They just get bigger. We never grow up. Oh, oops, did I let the secret out, friends? I don't want to let the secret out. Yeah, a lot of them are steel. Well, yeah. Well, you look at the size of some people nowadays, you're going to have to make it out of metal or steel. And just being an adult, you're much more weight. And don't make them electric either. Yeah. Yeah. I always thought would be a great idea for a alternate way to operate a car is to somehow incorporate a spring drive. Those spring drive cars, those little cars, the Darda Demons. You go backwards, you press down and go backwards and then they take off. It winds the spring. You could have springs in every wheel, so when you put the brakes on it winds the springs up, and then you use the spring power to return you. So you get no loss of energy, or very little loss of energy. You can also incorporate with that a flywheel. So you get that thing spinning, get the flywheel going, and the flywheel takes up where the other one lets off. Could be. Always thinking of other modes of transport. But whatever it is, if it's alternative, you have to incorporate human power, like some kind of hand crank. I mean, why doesn't it, a Tesla should have like a hand window crank, not for the windows, but to generate electricity in case if you run out of electricity. You can sit there and crank on that thing until it has enough power to go. Man, Poe, yeah, truth was the third Moriarity, yeah, but God himself would have to be the one reaching down to push down on your car to wind it up. Yeah, you just back out of the driveway and drive all the way into town, right? Yeah, good point. You'd need a big hand to pull you back. Good point. I didn't think of that. I think there would be a way to incorporate a pan spring, those pan springs. It stores energy and it can propel the car. Oh, the one that I like a lot is the air car. You ever see the air car? The air car. It runs on compressed air. Okay. There it is. See that? So the air car is this one. So they kind of tick, tick, tick. They make a ticking sound, like a. But when you come to a stop sign or a stoplight, the engine just stops. You don't have to waste any compressed air. And now, I think they're like 3,000 psi. So you would have to retrofit gas stations to have a more powerful air compressor to compress air for these vehicles. But that wouldn't be that difficult to do. And they said it would be like $1.25 to $3 to fill it up. And they could go like 100 miles on that, the full tanks. And the tanks underneath it are airplane. They're used in airplanes, so they're very safe. And they would never explode. They would only implode. They wouldn't hurt you. So that's the wave of the future, is an air car, compressed air. I think that solves the whole problem right there. And they're actually using these as taxis down in Brazil, I believe, or some South American country. I don't know if it's Brazil or something like that. We'll look at some of these. Here's an air-powered car right here. A toy just using a bottle. Same thing. And Tommy had the, what do you call them? The air vehicles, where you pump them up. And had a little air piston engine that ran on compressed air. Same idea. And it's a French company, this company. It's a French company. Or is it Italian? But you can license it out. You can build them yourself in another country and sell them and make them right there. They're out of fiberglass. Very easy to make. Could be the thing of the future. Who knows? Or one of the ways we get around. You never know. Always looking at other new things. Yes, they're on the road today. They've been testing them in, I think, Brazil for like over a decade. And the guy who designed the engine, he was a famous, like a Formula One race car engine designer. And he one day he went, you know what? These toys that have a piston engine that runs on compressed air, he was impressed by that. So he thought, well, I bet we could make an engine to do this. And he did. It took him 15 years to do it, but he did it. Amazing. Amazing. Very amazing. I don't know if they would pass the crash tests in America here, though. Oh, no. You're thinking of the GM electric cars, what were those called? Out in California back in the 90s, where they leased these electric cars out to people, and people loved them. But then they wouldn't let them buy them, and they crushed them all. Yeah. No, this is actually, it's a foreign company. I think it's a French company. French or Italian. It's called the Air Car. And the designer of the engine is a Formula One race car engine designer. Yeah, there is an onboard compressor that works as you're driving. So it is always generating some, but you do need to fill up from time to time. It will run out eventually. So, and also guess what the result is? So what happens is the air that goes into these cars, into the compressor, it's filtered to a very high degree because it has to be super clean. So what happens? You compress the air, it filters it, cleans that air. Now, when the car expels that air as its exhaust, it's clean air, cleaner than the air around it. So you're actually cleaning the air. These would be perfect in city areas like in LA, places where they have pollution, because these would actually clean the air. And the other thing that happens when you compress air and you release it this way is the exhaust is clean, cold air. Clean, yes, and cold. You wouldn't need an air conditioner because the air that comes out is cold. So you just pump that back in. There you go. Air cleaners on wheels, yes. Filters a go-go. I'll have my thing off, yeah. Let's see if Johnny's... He's not in the queue yet. Maybe I should call him. I'm going to give him a call. Yes, fascinating. It makes me wonder what else we could be doing, but somebody got mixed to the fishes, yes. Hmm. 30. I'm going to give him a call. I hope he doesn't mind. If you're watching, Johnny, I'm going to give you a call, okay? just to get an update. Maybe we'll have to reschedule. I don't know, but hopefully not. I better turn off the music here. Turn it down.
Holy smoke! What time is it?
Hey, buddy. Did you fall asleep?
No, I was. I just lost in some music. I am so sorry.
No. That's your life, man. You're the music guy. That's the way you're supposed to be.
Shoot.
Bang.
Yeah.
No, we've been having fun in the chat. Just chat. I showed that picture you sent with.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, and I played. Now, one of the guys in the chat was new to the chat. He's a friend of Dark Brains, and he's a trucker.
Yep.
So I played that 18 Wheels song.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. People loved it.
Did you dig it?
People loved it. Yeah.
Awesome.
They loved it. And you're on the air right. You're on the air right now, by the way.
Oh, I am. Oh.
No, sorry. I should have mentioned.
You know what's funny? I sang that trucker song today at work. I was singing it to a couple guys.
Really? It is funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah.
Switching and smiling, driving them wild. She'll be rich on tips before you know.
Awesome.
I know.
So catchy.
I know. Ray had a way of writing those catchy lyrics. Man.
Yes, he did. Mm-hmm. Yes, he did.
So that's the only picture you have of him. And you know what? I don't have hardly any pictures of him either.
I know, right? It's like we didn't take pictures back then, but yeah, it's like...
Even in the yearbook, he's just got his dorky 8th grade picture. Remember?
We didn't really hang out back then. I remember there was this we all go up to, remember Grimm's store?
Oh yeah, Grimm's. Yep, Grimm's store.
We go hang out up there, and I didn't really know him then. In middle school, whatever,
Okay.
junior high.
Well, what junior high did you go to?
I went to the old one.
Oh yeah, that's the one I went to
And then,
too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then switched to Grandview.
Oh really? Grandview.
Yeah, went to Grandview for maybe it was a year or 2 years.
Okay, because I don't think we ever were. We were just at the Mound Junior High, and then went up to the high school. Of course, the Mound Junior High was also the old high school with the pods, and everything.
Oh yes, yeah. That's what. Yeah, and then remember when they converted it? They used to rent it out, and that's where Dan and Doug Johnson had their space, and then we all joined, and we had like a couple of these pods where.
Really? Oh really?
They had. Yeah, that's what they made their studio. They made one of them their big studio. I remember we were painting all the asbestos ceiling and singing asbestos songs. But yeah, they made one studio in there, and then we had like this big dance studio that we all practiced.
Oops.
And
sorry about that.
that's right. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you got your hard drive back. That must be cool.
Yes. Yeah. It crashed on me, and then it's like I pull stuff off of that like in real time, just because it's Thunderbolt and it's just fast. And one day I was like, why isn't that working? And then I checked out the RAD system, and it said there's an error on one of the disks. So, or RAID, whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it. RAID.
Mm-hmm.
It's RAID.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got that song I sent you. Were you able to clean that up at all, or no?
I tried. I tried to enhance it. Here, I'll see if I. Yeah, I tried to enhance it. I looped. You know what's funny? I looped the Luzanne part, and I'm like, that's the best part of the song.
I know.
And you're like,
I know.
Luzanne, great. And I'm listening to him. Like, yeah, it's just you can feel it at that moment. But yeah, it's not. It's probably a dupe of a dupe.
Mm.
You know.
Okay. Yeah.
And you can hear it phasing. So it's like a copy of a cassette. You know,
Right. Yeah,
like,
it is. It is. It's a copy of a cassette.
It's a bummer because it sounds so bad.
I have an AIFF file of it. Like a.
Do you?
Yeah, but that might be just one separated from the final one. I don't know. But
yeah, I think. I mean, if it's not. I mean,
if you could just pump the volume up.
Yeah, I tried, and it's just so noisy, and
oh man,
it's just.
There's got to be
old recordings. I know, isn't that a bummer?
There's got to be some way to do it, like a Photoshop for
that?
sound. Photoshop for sound, right?
I know. Well, there is. I have a program. It's called Ozone.
Oh.
And they just came out with a new one, and it works wonders. It's all AI mixing.
Oh.
And and you can do reference tracks of CDs or streaming or whatever. And it's really, really helpful and fast. But it's just genius stuff.
Yeah.
And I threw that on there, and it's like, I mean, I can't do anything with it. I got the volume up, but it's just.
Yeah, it fuzzes out. Yeah, boy. But
yeah.
But when you hear it in person, it does. You can hear it. I mean, you can hear it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
It's
when. Yeah.
But you said that Ray always had the master of that.
Yeah, he always had. For some reason, I mean, like when he moved from place to place or whatever, he was able to keep. I didn't have that.
Wow, that's wild. Did he insist on that? Maybe is that why?
No, I don't know. I don't know why I don't have it. That just doesn't make sense.
Here's one of the here's one of the cars I had back then. It's a '63 Buick Electra with flames.
Cool.
But that's not me in it. That's some other guy. I don't know who it is. But
really?
But
I should.
I had a car in high school, or was it after high school, that I bought from your dad, a Cadillac.
Oh, yes.
Remember that?
No way. I was telling my brother that the other day.
It was a
Aaron bought that?
74 Coupe de Ville? No, Sedan de Ville. Sedan de Ville.
What was that?
Sedan de Ville. 72 or 74 Cadillac Sedan de Ville.
Yep.
And it had the longest production hood of any vehicle ever.
It did.
Yeah, the longest hood.
For real, you know this.
And it had electric everything, except it did not have electric antenna. And I missed that, believe me.
Oh, you're right, it did not.
But I don't know, man. It was, I don't know how I ended up buying it. How did I know? Did I find out from you?
And you and I didn't like hang out then.
No, we didn't. We didn't know each other. No.
Yeah, well, yeah, I remember you came over with your girlfriend. I remember that.
Oh, it must have been an ad in the paper then.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Which girlfriend? Which girlfriend did I have?
Well, I know, right? I'm blonde hair, I think.
Was that Debbie? Debbie Madonna?
Debbie Madonna.
Debbie Madonna.
That could have been. Yep. Yeah, she was cool. What a cool last name.
I know. She was such a happy person. So sad.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. She always said she never wanted to be old. She goes, I don't want to be old. I never want to be 30. 30 is old. I don't want to be 30. She died at age 29, 29. Lymph node cancer. 29.
What?
So that's, yes. And
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
So back to the car. So yeah, that was supposed to be my car when I became able to.
No way.
Yes, that was going to be my car. I was fixing it up at the time. I put this green shag carpet in the trunk. I put a fair, like you lift up the hood, you lift up the trunk hood, whatever. And I had the big famous poster of Farrah Fawcett on the hood or on the trunk.
I didn't see that. I think that was taken out before I looked at it.
Probably took it out. You remember the famous Farrah Fawcett poster with the red swimsuit?
Yeah, she's kind of holding it up, holding the strings up or something. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that, or something like that. Yeah, very famous, iconic.
Yeah. I had that in there, and the shag carpet, and I put some speakers in there. But my parents were out of town, and this guy Jay Johnson and I didn't have a license. We took it up. We drove it up to a football game. He backed up into the neighbor's. The neighbor had this big boulder, and he backed up, and so that was it. They came home, and how did that happen? I don't know. And then had to tell the truth, and well, we're gonna sell it. You lose.
Oh no! Really?
Yeah, and I was crushed, man.
You told the truth. You shouldn't have been punished.
I know. Yeah. Right.
Right. Wait, really? If fair was fair.
Yep, exactly. I thought about that. It's like, wait a minute. That's not right. You tell the truth. Okay, it's typical old school parenting. Well, you get a consequence.
Yeah.
But I told the truth.
Yeah. So, well, I think you were probably lucky because it didn't last very long.
Well, I can joke about it and think I was so mad that I, put something in the gas tank, but I didn't. It would be funny if I did.
Maybe that's why it didn't last long.
Right?
Who's that guy following me around with a 5-pound bag of salt of sugar? Who is that guy?
Yeah.
Looks kind of like the kid of the guy I bought the car from. No, but it was a Cadillac. It was a Cadillac. It was like light brown, and it had brown leather, cushy, beautiful, plush leather interior, very comfortable, electric seat. In fact, when it died, when the car died, I was like, I gotta keep that seat. I'm keeping the seat. I took the seat out. Here's what I was gonna do. I was gonna make a wooden frame for it and put a car battery in it, so it's like all sealed up, and then make it into an electric couch. That's what I was gonna do with it.
Cool. That would.
So I put it.
Awesome.
But the story doesn't end there. So then, so what I did, I took it out of the car. I put it in the garage.
Yeah.
A little while later, my brother goes, "Hey, Aaron, what are you doing with that seat in the garage?" I said, "Oh, I'm going to make a couch out of it for when I get my apartment. It's going to be like an electric couch. It's going to be really cool." He goes, "Oh, so you're not using it right now?" I said, "Well, no, I don't have an apartment yet." He said, "Well, can I put it in this white truck I got? It doesn't have seats." I said, "Well, I really don't want you to do that." He goes, "Well, you're not using it. What harm would it do?" I said, "Okay, fine, you can use it." Well, a month or two passed, and all of a sudden the truck is gone. I said, "Where's the truck?" "Oh, I sold it." I said, "Oh, where's my seat?" "What are you talking about? Where's my seat? I was going to make a sofa out of that." He goes, "I couldn't sell the truck with no seat." Like,
oh my gosh.
What?
No way.
Yeah.
You must have been fuming.
I was bumming, man. I was bumming. But Mark has worked on so many of my cars, so I don't hold a grudge against him at all. But
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just a
Man,
funny story.
Fargo.
It's just one of those stories. But
It's hilarious.
I know. It's like I wanted to keep part of the car, and it just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
I probably would still have it to this day because that would have been really cool.
In your house? Oh, absolutely. And it's so weird that, I didn't know you then. You were 2 years older than me. I was, so what was I, maybe 15?
Mm-hmm.
You were 17, so you were probably one of those, yeah, you were driving right away, I'm sure.
I went to go take my my test on my birthday, my 16th birthday.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you pass right away?
Well, at the end, the lady goes, okay. Next time, you're going to want to go a little faster in the corners. The next time, you're going to want to, and she's adding up. She goes, oh my God, you passed 71 by 1 point. She thought I didn't pass because she was marking me down for a bunch of stuff. But turns out I got it. I was so happy. Oh my God, I was so happy. I was so happy.
Right?
Yeah.
I failed a couple times.
I got that picture up of you and Ray and your brother. What's your brother's name?
Jim.
Jim.
Yep, he lives in Santa Barbara.
Wow. Where my friend lives.
Oh, that's right.
Bruce Holmes.
That's right. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, first cars. No, that wasn't my first car, Cookie. Not by far. Boy, how many was that? Yeah, it was not my first car. My first car was a 1960 Rambler that I paid $40 for. So by the time I bought that Cadillac, I was spending a lot more money on cars. I actually paid $80 for that car. $80.
Rambler.
Oh yeah, the Rambler. Here's a picture of the Rambler right here.
Did you have flames on it?
Flames and lightning bolts. Yeah, flames, lightning bolts, dingle balls, and murals. You name it. The car had it. Check it out. The Ratmobile. That was my first car. Summer Rat 78, 1978. In the summer, in Mound, you would have seen that tooling around town.
Right. Yeah. Hey, is that picture of your dad? I just put you on the computer.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Let's see. Here's a better picture
Wow.
of the mural of
Cool.
a rat pink guy with a blonde driving the car, the 60 Rambler.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, and you're watching it now, so you can see this is my 63
Yep.
Buick Electra. I don't know. Can you tell who that is in there? Looks almost like, what's his name? A jock.
Who is it?
Some jock. I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was. See the way I parked up on the back curb to make it look like it has a jacked up back end. Spray can flame job. Hey, it was wild.
Awesome.
It was wild.
Hey, you look good on the big screen, man. I usually just have you on the phone.
Really?
And now I've got you on my 27-inch, and you look good.
Really? Thank you.
Yeah.
I shaved.
You know what's funny? You and I kind of look alike.
I know. That's why I wanted you for my best man. I mean, good looking guy.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, so you can see the TV now. The one thing one thing that was cool, another thing that was cool about you is you're always fashion conscious. You're a fashionable guy, right? You like to wear.
Yeah.
Have you ever shopped at Shempley's?
Shembley?
Shempley's.
No.
Oh, you got to check this out. Check out this ad for Shempley's. I mean, You're probably going to do all your shopping there now. Check this out.
Yeah. Here we go.
Action Pants by Sansabelt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I think yes. I saw it on one of your episodes.
Oh,
Action Pants. Yeah. I know.
look at the dog.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I saw it on one of your episodes.
I'm always looking for a reason to bring that one back up. It's funny as heck.
Yeah.
The look on that guy's face too.
Right.
And the girl, the woman, she looks pretty intrigued. Oh, he's got action pants on.
Action zone.
Yeah. Now with an extra large snack sack.
No way.
Yeah, I mean, you want an extra large snack sack for sure.
Oh, man.
Someone had to approve this ad. Think about that. A man of action needs to wear pants of action. Sansabelt. The only slack with the patented action zone.
That's hilarious.
It is, yeah. I had to dig that up just for the
Wherever
show
you
tonight.
found that.
Zoom in on the action zone. I don't want to lose my. I don't want to lose my.
Picture your dad in the background.
Yes, it
Is
is.
that your dad?
Yep.
Is it cool?
Yep.
Is that new? Or is that always up there?
No. Well, sometime after
Yeah,
he
there he
passed
is.
away.
Cool.
Sometime after he passed away, I put that up there. Want to see another picture of him? I'll get another one. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's on the fridge.
That's been up there for a while, right?
For a while, yeah.
See, that's now it's so much clearer on my phone. I don't see it all. It's like, hey.
And this right here is a picture that was commissioned by a friend of mine, Pam. And this is a picture of me as Elvis, and that's actual picture of Elvis kind of giving his blessings
Yep.
with the crowd.
Yep.
It's kind of hard to see.
Cool.
I should send you that. But here is my dad's graduation picture.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Wow. Handsome man, huh?
Yeah, good looking guy.
Yeah.
Frank
Cool.
Moriarity.
Yeah.
There he is.
Cool.
Yep. My popsicle.
Yeah.
Passed away last year.
Yeah.
Last summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what are you working on now? I know you got your hard drive. What else are you working on?
Yeah. Well, I was kind of oddly enough, I was going through, just because of, I was working on some stuff, and then all of a sudden, with, talking to you, and all of a sudden my mind really got wrapped around everything. So I just started playing chords for some of the old stuff that you sent me, learning them again.
Uh-huh.
I haven't listened to them for so long, and it's like, wow, so weird.
Yeah, you could rebuild them.
Yeah, it's when I play them, it's like, I even thought about. I'm just bummed that I tried to enhance that one, and there was just no coming out of it. So it's just so bad sounding.
Well, I'm going to start searching my tapes. Maybe I can find a cleaner version of that somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or my AIFF or whatever those files are called. If I can do something with that, send that to you, maybe. But
yeah. Well, at least for nostalgia, you had that, and that's a big deal. You had that thing. To me,
yeah. Maybe I should play that. Maybe I should play it. I mean, it's not great quality, but should I?
Yeah. When I've heard it on there, it's like, oh, it just sounds so bad.
I know.
It's really it just doesn't come through, you know. It's,
I think the 18-wheel song was good because I think the volume is very up on those recordings.
yeah,
And
yeah,
the Strat
and his
CD.
vocals were,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, back then, I never was really one to pay attention to the mixing process. I was just writing and moving on.
Oh yeah, you were fast. You were fast. This guy's a musical genius, you guys. Yeah, you put together songs like unbelievable. But you know what? I think part of it too was, I think, you know, Ray was a very super creative, exciting person to be working with, and anything seemed possible because anything was possible. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. He had no fear.
Right. Like, remember, I think we talked about this before, but remember when he read that book, that vampire book? What was it called?
Lestat?
Lestat, yeah. He read that book. He read that book that they made that movie later about, and when he found out that Tom Cruise was getting the lead, he was upset. He thought he should be the lead.
Yep, I remember that.
And he wrote a bunch of songs, and he played one of the songs on our XTV, Extreme Television, Minnesota's own music video showcase.
Bela Lugosi one?
Bela Lugosi's dead.
Yep. It was well done.
Oh yeah, very well done.
Matt Fink recorded that. Matt Fink did the music for that.
Really?
For him.
Yeah. The Matt Fink. Oh, that's right. He was working with him. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Wow.
That's the real Matt Fink. The one and only.
Wow.
And yep, he did a real cool. I think did he do a solo on that too, like a keyboard solo? I can't remember. Anyway,
I have it on VHS.
Cool.
With the video we shot where he was walking over graves at the grave.
Oh yeah.
We had to jump over the fence to get in this gated cemetery. It's a real. I think it was near Lake Calhoun or someplace like that.
By uptown? Yeah.
By the lakes or something.
Lakewood.
Somewhere around there.
Lakewood Cemetery. Lakewood, yeah.
Big stone walls and stuff, and we climbed over that, and filmed in there, and
that's hilarious.
That was funny, yeah. But we just did it. The heck.
Right. Awesome.
And so that was one of the videos on our show, music videos, where he was Lestat. And in introing it, they were saying, Matt Kalina goes, who's this guy? And then Ray in the background saying, some Lestat guy. He's a legend. He's a legend in his own mind. I'll have to get that somehow transferred from VHS.
Really cool to see.
I wonder if I could hook my TV up. No, I think if you
That'd be awesome.
If you film TV, doesn't it? It skips or something. It doesn't. It's not the right.
I don't know. I guess I never thought of that. Really?
Maybe I could rig it up.
It like glitches or something?
Yeah, I've tried filming. I've tried filming on from a TV, playing a VHS.
Yep.
And it's all bad. It's unusable.
Yeah.
Unusable. Yeah.
Huh.
So, did you ever get a chance to isolate some of those recordings where Prince was teaching his band how to play Purple Rain?
Aaron, you're gonna be upset at me. I promise I'll have them done next week for you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say they got erased. I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah, no, they're all saved.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I promise I'll. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do tonight. I just got.
I know.
I had to have a long talk with my son about school and you know.
Yeah.
So we just So when we do those things, I just kind of get wrapped up in those moments. And
Right. You gotta give them the
you know,
school is for fools
yeah,
speech. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And for me personally, it's the school stuff going on right now is really hard to.
Yeah. It's hard to
You know,
get
it's not
behind.
like it was,
Yeah.
and I'm watching it like live, and it's like it's changing, Aaron. It really is. They're not kidding. Started out, out east and out west, and it's here in Minneapolis now.
It's sick.
And
It's sick.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Kids should never be talked into thinking they can be something that they can never be. As not fair to anybody. And it's evil.
Yep.
It's evil. It's Satanism. Even Putin said that today. Putin said that today, that
Cool.
the West is pushing transgender, and it's a Satanist plan.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And this whole the furry thing. Have you heard about those? To be like furries.
Oh,
like
these people, they want to have a cat box in the bath.
I want to be like, they have like these cat. They identify. That's real, because my son was like getting wrapped up in that last year, and my older son, who kind of monitors him online a little bit, he's like, "Hey, Dad, you gotta check out Adrian's stuff here."
Uh-oh.
And yeah, so we kind of jumped on it. It's like, "Hey, dude,
wow,
yeah, there's just definitely truth to that. That furry thing, it's real.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of people, 2 million children have gone out of the school systems in the last year and a half or something. 2 million.
Yep.
That's a lot. And it's going to get more and more. The more crazy these people get, people aren't going to stand up for it anymore.
Nope. Mm-mm.
And did you know homeschooling, all you have to do is just sign a paper that they learned something, and that's it? But I think they're going to be cracking down on that too.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I checked out some stuff. I don't know if I should say the names of.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah. I guess I missed that, what you were saying. I cut out. But,
sorry.
That K through 12 stuff. I checked out stuff, and, I'm still caught between him interacting with students, being around other students. I'm still, and he likes to do some theater stuff, and he's really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, we had the conversation last night. I said, I think you'll do better sitting in front of your computer versus going to school. I said, but I want him to be around the kids still. So I'm torn. Well,
there's other things you can do. I mean, you might want to check out my friends Raising Starseeds, because they found these are two mothers that do a show, and they have other mothers come on to do testimonials, and they talk about raising kids, homeschooling them, or finding alternative schools, like maybe 3 or 4 days a week where you go in and have socialization, and you have things like theater and things like this, but then you have home time too, so it's not as full time. And my friend Red Pill 78 on BitChute, check him out. He did a show with this woman who had started something called Unschooling. She lived in Alaska, and she was I mean, they had to work. She had to work to help the family, to make food. And so, and their life was their lesson. So she always liked animals. So she wanted animals. So her parents said, okay, well, you can have animals, but it has to be something that has a cost benefit. Like, it can't be a horse. So she picked sheep, because sheep, you don't have to slaughter them, and you get the wool and you save them. And so that's how she had to prove how much money it was going to cost to feed them and everything, and how much money the product would bring in. So she learned math. So real life things. And when they went, one of her kids wanted to go to college, and they said, well, what you've learned is applicable because you're learning from your parents. So that's so yeah, I would look into that for sure. And boy, I hope that your son starts watching Leave It to Beaver and stuff like
Yeah, I know, right?
Gilligan's Island and good wholesome stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's you can really like if you're not monitoring, especially nowadays, you know, if you're not, you really got to monitor the kids because it, you know, all of a sudden it's like, what's this furry stuff? You know, it's like my son's all, you know, whatever you want to call it. I mean, just involved, but it wasn't. He wasn't like he wasn't like nutso about it, but he knew too much of what I, didn't want him to know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like.
Go ahead.
No. What's that saying?
Make the furry kid go potty outside in the winter in the snow like a real animal does. They will morph into humans quickly.
Yeah, right.
Wow, that's a challenge, man. I my heart goes out to you, man. I hope that you resolve that. I hope that everything's.
Yeah.
But I think.
Yeah, he's not lost in it, but
good.
It's because it's kids and gamers and stuff. It's so popular that the freaks are able to get their message across, and then the kids are like, yeah, cool. And it's you think the kids are gaming or whatever, and they're watching too much YouTube.
Wow. Wow.
Or whatever, some of the other stuff. I mean, I don't let him do the TikTok thing. I don't let him do that. I mean,
just let him watch things like the potato song. Potato, 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 potato. That's a great one.
Veggie Tales.
Or what, that Veggie Tales. And what else?
Yeah.
About the duck that wanted a grape. I love that one.
Aaron, I always sing that. I used to sing that to Adrian all the time when he was young.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. That's what kids should be watching, stuff like that. And it sounds like you gave him a good foundation, so I'm sure he'll be right on track.
Yeah. Yep. And Awesome Possum.
Yes, Awesome Possum.
It's a good message.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost halfway done redoing it again.
Cool.
So I have to keep at it. But the second half of the book, the drawings become more detailed, so it takes longer the second half. So, but it should be done soon, I hope, and I'll be able to throw it up there on some self-publishing platform, and anyone can order it. That'll be great. I'm gonna order a bunch of them because I want every one of my grandkids to have one.
Right. Yep. Awesome Possum. What a great catchy name. It's awesome.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. And then I got Awesome Possum Goes to School as a second book, and a whole bunch of others. Hopefully, if it all takes off, that'll be great.
Cool. Mhm. Well, people are reaching out for that kind of stuff now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, people are looking for more of that stuff because there's so much of the other crap that's out.
Mm-hmm.
So they're looking for, and that's a new alternative now to all the crap that's being, put in schools.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, we have read some books in 6th grade, 7th grade that I never read when I was a kid, and they're not. I'm just saying, not cool.
Yeah, my daughter was here getting some stuff from her old room, because she's got a son now.
Mm-hmm.
And she found her favorite book. It's a book I gave her a long time ago when she was a little kid. It's called, I think it's from an author from Minnesota. It's called I Like Me. It's about this pig, this girl pig. And I can't remember what the name of the author is, but it's called I Like Me. And it starts off, I have a best friend. And then you turn the page. That best friend is me.
All right. Yeah.
I love my nice round tummy. I love all these. I love my, just loving yourself. And it's a really, really good message for children to really love themselves as they are, Yep.
Yep. Awesome.
And
yeah,
she was
Don't
reading.
try to be fun. Yeah.
She was reading that to my other granddaughter, my son's daughter, Hazel. And she read it to her. She said, I have a best friend. And then she goes, do you have a best friend? And Hazel's like kind of looking down, shy. And she turns the page. That best friend is me. And she smiled.
Yeah.
Like,
cool.
I mean, you could just feel it. The way she was describing it, you could just feel the nice, warm, fuzzy.
Yeah, sure.
Feeling good about yourself. Yeah. That's great. That is awesome.
Awesome possum.
That's right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So what songs are you working on? You're working on some songs now?
Well, let's see. I'm gonna move you over here a little. Here. What do we have? I found, just because I'm staying on message, I found a couple. I don't know. Ray and I must have been connecting somehow, because I found a couple country things that I kind of tried to do. Hey.
Oh yeah.
There we are.
Yeah.
Look at what's in my hand, Aaron.
A cancer stick.
Yeah, those are gone now.
Really? Good for you.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. That rocks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, my son had my firstborn son had quite the cancer battle.
Really?
It was
wow.
Yeah, he was about 2.
Oh my.
And actually 18 months when he was diagnosed. And it was a miracle. It was stage 3?
Wow.
Yeah, stage 3.
Oh my.
Cancer, yeah. It was called neuroblastoma.
Oh.
And my brother was living in Arizona at the time, and I was running our business up here, and I said, Jim, one more year and I'm done. I'm out. I can't do this. It's too much for me. But yeah, we made it through. It was a lot. I remember I spent a lot of nights sleeping at Children's Minneapolis.
Wow.
But yeah, we did a lot of so much health stuff. We found so much. We used to juice carrots, grind his vitamins in a coffee grinder, and then pump it through his G tube.
Wow.
It was, it was like
good for you. Good for you. Wow.
Yeah, it was. We were. So there was always somebody washing carrots and cleaning carrots and getting them ready for the juicer, and garlic, and yeah, it was Yeah.
Well, you probably saved
stuff.
him. You probably saved him by doing all that.
Yeah, it's interesting because this lady had written a book, and her son had the same thing that Jake had, and she came out of the hospital, met with us, and talked to us about her.
Wow.
Her son. Yeah, so we kind of like adapted her, kind of like her formula, and
Awesome.
we kind of altered a little bit, but yeah, there's so many things that you learn about. You know, like these things called hot houses, where it's like this little. It was like a semicircle thing. I don't know if it was infrared light or and you like lay underneath it, or you could put your arm underneath it, and it would heal it, I guess.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Somebody on your show would probably know about it, but I remember we had one of those for a while.
Rife machine?
Yeah. A what?
Rife machine? A rife?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody had borrowed it to us. It was like, I don't know. It was just like a semicircle thing, and I can't remember if it was ultraviolet light or something, but it would heal you somehow.
Yeah. Awesome. Light therapy. Yeah, frequency therapy is going to be the big thing.
Yeah, rife. Somebody said rife.
Yeah,
like
rife.
Rife.
Rife. Do you remember Space Cadets?
Space Cadets. Yeah.
That had Ray in it.
Oh yes.
Did you see that I put that out there? Space Cadets?
Well, I saw it on one of the shows. I mean, that's on one of your shows, like just referencing old shows. Okay,
because I got a 4-minute the first episode of Space Cadets that I put up here. I don't know if you want to see it or not.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let me do this.
And Schmelnick.
Yeah, I get Schmelnick too, but let me see. Okay, I have to turn off this music here so we don't fighting with that. Pause that. Okay, Space Cadets. So now keep in mind that all of these sound effects were done by Ray using his mouth, which is kind of amazing too. But so I gotta go back to my comments.
Yeah, you got some cool comments when I was talking. I'm reading some of your comments on here.
Med beds are rife machines, yes. Thank the Lord, Lord of Light, for your grace and healing, yes. He's a
miracle child, for sure.
That's awesome. Well, you deserve that. I mean, that's because you're a good guy, man. You're a good guy. So I'm glad that it worked out.
Yeah.
Let's get that up here.
Yeah.
All right. Here it is. We've seen it before, folks, but we're seeing it again. Oh. Well, let's see if I can. Oops, that's not it. Oh, it's over here. There it is. Okay, I'm going to push this over and hopefully get rid of that side stuff. We don't need that side stuff. There it is. Okay, here we go. Maria, you ready?
Yep.
Here's Ray's sound effects.
The year 2041
2021.
has successfully colonized its own galaxy.
There's Ray.
The precious metal corporations of the 20th century now rule space. Second most dangerous job in the stars, mining the asteroids of Mars. The third most dangerous job in space is protecting the coalition fighting and trying to escort the mining shuttles back to
What?
Without
Yeah.
these escorts, no cargo is safe from pirates.
There's Dale.
Yes,
Yeah.
Captain Aaron Morel command. Flagship of the coalition. Captain Morel, veteran of the Battle of Phobos. Decorated hero, one of only 3 survivors. Starbase Alpha, awarded the Purple Star for the Battle of Neptune. Stationed at the Starbase Omega, the most hostile military outpost in this galaxy. Colonel Albus Carnage,
There's Ray. All Carnage.
highest ranking coalition officer, to lead missing in action at the Battle of Phobos. Now reaching his sweet revenge. With his ragtag army of space pirates, no coalition ships are safe. This is the mining ships around the pirate attack. Any and all coalition ships, please respond.
Yeah? Yeah.
Stay tuned for more space minutes and the pirates of doom. Extreme television.
That's our other show, Extreme Television.
Extreme television coming to you in 1995, right after Saturday Night Live.
Soul Asylum was on there. Yeah, that was fun. We had a blast. Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gotta get rid of it. Oh, where'd it go? Got rid of it. All right. Oh, there. It ended and then it started playing something else. So yeah, so that was it. The first episode. Of course, narrated by Ray, sound effects by Ray, and editing by Ray. So, and if you noticed, like when he's like steering that thing and he's got something in the background, the thing he has in the background was like the bottom part of a peach crate, like that holds the peaches, has like little bulbs out. So he put those to make it look like something pretty funny. But yeah, we had a zero budget making, space shows on cable access. Who else was doing that?
What year was that?
1994, 95,
Oh.
93? No, had to be. He said 1995, but I was already gone by that time. See, it took him a while to edit this and put it out. So yeah, I think it was the early 90s when those were made.
Yeah.
91 or 92. 91 or 92 or 93. And Yeah. So that's what that was. But cable access, that's the way we did it.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. And if you like that, folks, there's a second episode. So dig back in my shows. You'll see there's two right next to each other that look rather the same. And it's our Space Cadets. And you might have seen that the written bys, Robert Karstead did all the computer graphics. And so that was a fun little adventure. And we should have had you involved in that show too, Johnny. I don't know why we didn't.
I'm trying to figure out where I was at that time.
Yeah. That's like
I was
early
doing-
90s. Or
Yeah.
89. Might have been 89 too. I'll have to look at some of my old, because we put the dates on all of the videos. I'll have to dig those up.
Yeah.
I would like to show some of our XTV, but all those songs are copywritten, so might not be able to show
Oh, sure. Yeah.
just the in-betweens, I guess.
Yeah.
But that would be fun too.
Yeah.
That would be fun too.
I was reading some stuff about copyright strikes and
Yeah.
there's yeah. You don't want to mess around with that. You don't want to get shut down.
I know.
And you don't want to lose your good name. You know,
Right.
that would be a real bummer.
Oh, Dark Brain says pretty cool graphics in every space show. Space seems like very bumpy ride. Yeah. We did that. Okay. Make sure it looks like you're bumping. Yeah. I don't know why we did that, but funny stuff. The second episode's pretty cool too. So see the second episode too. That'll be good. Well, Johnny, we're coming up on, it's already been 2.5 hours. So we're gonna have to put a cap on this. And I want to thank you for coming on the show tonight. I'm going to have you back again because we're going to hear those historic recordings of Prince teaching his band how to play one of his most iconic songs and the theme song of his hit movie, Purple Rain. So that'll be really interesting because remember, friends, Prince wrote these songs and he had to teach his band how to play them. And he had to teach them over and over again. No. Do it like this. He was very specific. So he was a very interesting guy. And so is Johnny Burnett. And boy, with his son doing music, you and your son both doing music, wow. Who knows what could be in store. So I'm looking forward to next week when we can hear some of your awesome music. Do you have anything you can play right now?
I don't know if it'll come through on because I have you up, so I should close out your YouTube on my.
Right. And
right?
yeah, it's coming through the phone too, so it might not be as good of a connection, but or we can wait till next time. It's up to you.
Yeah, we can. Here. I don't know how it sounds to your.
That's cool.
Your phone. I don't want to turn it too loud about the start. Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds peppy.
Yeah.
Your music always has a very bright sound to it, very bright and sunny sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thanks again. Thanks again,
I'll
buddy.
have to send you some.
Yeah, send me some, and I'll have them.
Yeah.
I can cue them up and play them next week.
Yeah.
We'll have a
I'll send you
blast.
some old ones with vocals. How about that?
Sounds groovy like a record. And also, if you can dig up those Valente songs you worked with Bria Valente.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
That would be fun to hear if you can.
Yeah.
Copyright wise.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much, buddy. I'm really glad that that we're talking again and that you're doing this. This is awesome. So thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you again. The chat loves you.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Take care, buddy.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, folks. So that was great. Good night, everyone, Catherine Weiss says. And thank you so much, Johnny and Aaron, for a fun night. And thank you all for being here. We did it again. Another episode 252. So next week, you heard him. We're going to hear some of his awesome music. And the Minneapolis sound lives on in Johnny Burnett. There we go. Thank you, everybody. Remember to keep your cameras poised to the sky so you can take a picture of that UFO, come on the Truth Quest and talk about it. Until then, peace in